Hey guys, happy Sunday, March 7th. Yep, 5 months ago today, I fell on wet pavement while doing my daily walk. I should look to see what number that was. Um, so I want to give you guys a quick update. I gave you an update last month, and I occasionally put updates on here. So if you catch this live, give me an emoji, otherwise hashtag replay, so I can give you a shout out later because you matter to me. Okay, so I wrote down a few things that I wanted to just share with you guys. 5 months after my fall. Okay, so just as a quick recap for those who are not aware, on October 7th, 2020, I fell on wet pavement in South Haven, Michigan, and I only know what happened because of the results. I don't remember falling, but I hit my head right here, and I had a 3-inch skull fracture. Notice I said had because in November I learned that I have 3 magical words: new bone growth. But obviously, brain injuries, and in October, November, December, spent 3 months convalescing, and in January of this year, I started working very limited hours at my 2 jobs remotely. Thank God, because I'm not driving yet. I have been released to drive, but I want to focus my energy on healing and recovering, and on energy for working. So I mentioned in one of my videos last month, and this is just a really huge win, is the doctor had called me, or not the doctor, the hospital had called me. I want to say maybe a week or so after my accident, and or incident, whatever, and they said, if you want physical therapy, we can get it scheduled. And I was like, what do I need? How do you physical therapy your head? And I was like, and fortunately my sister was with me, and she's like, we're both like, what? And they're like, well, you have 3 months to take advantage of this. And we're like, okay, great, thank you, we'll be in touch. And my sister's like, we could always get back with your doctor too. And I thought, well, that's a good point. So I didn't really think much about it. It was kind of in the back of my brain. And then come mid-December or so, I realized why physical therapy was so important. I did a whole video about this, but basically, when you don't move your head, you don't move your neck. How do you explain that? Like, whenever I moved my head, I moved my whole body, right? I never went like this because of the vertigo and the dizziness I would have. So it was like 2.5 months I was able to actually do this, and then I was like, oh, when you don't use your muscles, yeah, they hurt, and it was severe pain. And I thought, I'm going to try some oily protocols that will hopefully give those muscles some TLC, and we'll go from there. And through that protocol, which I don't know if I've shared with you guys, and I need to, the severe pain went away. In fact, I personally do not feel I need physical therapy anymore because this doesn't hurt. In fact, I still use that same protocol every day, and I'm doing great. So, but the other thing I want to talk about is I'm still doing my daily walk. They look a little different these days, but I wouldn't be able to do my daily walk if it wasn't for many proxy walkers who did this walk for me. So I came up with this idea because I've been I'm not doing these daily walks for Guinness Book of World Records. It's my own personal goal to beat my own personal bests. And I remember laying there at the ICU in Grand Rapids because South Haven didn't have the brain trauma care unit that I needed, so they transferred me from South Haven up to Grand Rapids. So I'm in the Grand Rapids ICU, or no, it was actually still in the ER, and I was like, how am I going to walk tomorrow? I'm not going to be able to get my walk in. And it hit me sometime that night, or maybe the next morning, that I thought, I'll get proxy walkers. I'll have my friends walk for me for 30 minutes, and that'll keep my streak going. So that's what I did. You know what? When you want to reach your goal, sometimes you got to do some pivoting. And for me, having proxy walkers was a huge pivot for me. And so today I actually walked outside by myself. It was a beautiful day here in the Midwest, and it was walk 1,234. And you guys, I couldn't have done that by myself in so many ways. I couldn't have done that without that. I couldn't have done it without my sisters and my family who've helped me. But I also wouldn't have been able to do it without my proxy walkers. They wouldn't have been walk 1,234. And so we really are better together. The other thing, there's two more things I wanted to make mention. So I am resting. I still am resting, which helps sets me up for success for working. And I also just want to, I don't want this to be about me. I want you to be like your takeaways. Yeah, you may not be healing and recovering from a traumatic brain injury, but you may be healing and recovering from fill in the blank. And what I want to just tell you is give yourself moments where you are resting, physically, mentally, emotionally, and for sure take those spiritual breaks, because your soul, your mind, your heart, your body needs it. I mean, we're designed to rest on the seventh day. And so I just really want you to take that to heart, that it is okay to rest. Rest is important. And also to remember that you're worth it. You just keep going. Because quite honestly, this is hot off the press, and I will talk about this later. But it was really, wow, this is the first time I'm sharing this. It was really hard to keep doing my daily walks. For many reasons. Yes, because of my TBI, but also because it wasn't how I wanted it to look. I was having proxy walkers. And I had to really wrestle through that for days and weeks. And but I kept walking every day going, I really should just stop doing this. I really should stop doing this. This doesn't make sense anymore. And I kept walking, and I kept walking, and I kept walking. And today on my walk, I was actually singing. And I was so thankful that I didn't give up on that. And so I'm sharing that, not for me. I'm sharing that for you. I'm like, do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on your goals. Do not give up on your dreams. You are worth it. You are so much stronger than you know, and you have so much more value and worth than you know. You can do this. And that is part of what I want this 5-month update to be about, is that you are able to do it. So keep going. All right, guys, I love you, and I will talk to you guys later.